What's up, kids? Today is 11/11/2023. Why is that date important? It's important. So here's a little bit of history for you. I'm going to give you some history real quick. On the 11/11 at 11 a.m., that was the end of World War I, when a treaty was signed between Britain, France, and Germany. And today, in Britain, they celebrate that particular day because it was important of how many people died during that time. Just quick little history for you. What do I have for you guys? I didn't take down any notes this week on anything. I didn't journal. Very unusual of me. Didn't do much reflecting this week either. I was just kind of caught up in the moment. Sometimes that's totally fine. I'm excited to go see Nick next Friday. So Nick will be... That's going to be November 17th. Charlie and I are going to go fly out to see you so we can spend the first little holiday together. I mean, won't be spending through Thanksgiving, but we'll be up there for 3 days, so it should be fun. I know you're super excited. I think at that point I'm going to just tell you guys about this video thing that I've been doing, and I'm going to take the camera. I decided today that I'm going to take the camera, I'm going to take the stand, I'm going to take the host setup, which isn't much. It's basically just my laptop and my this setup here. I'm going to take the mic, and I'm going to take it up there. And I'm going to take it up there because I want to see if we just talk. And I think all three of us having just a conversation, I think it's just going to be fun. I think it'll be fun to have an environment where we know that we're having a conversation, we're having fun, we're recording it. I'm telling you guys, stories and stuff that you could probably look back on, probably pull memory from. But it'll be nice to probably have that video of a shared environment that we were in. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. So that's kind of my idea. This week, Reagan in London, nothing much. Pool came along really well, so we finally have the shell for the pool, which is pretty cool. Concrete's in, so now we're just waiting for the next phase. So hopefully within the next 2 months we'll have some water in there. That'd be cool. It'll be cold, but hopefully we have it. I'm drinking bourbon, so that's something to keep handy for future generations. Bourbon is fantastic. It's different. So I'll tell you guys a story. Maybe I'll tell you guys the story of this one when we're all together. So when I was 21, 20, I never liked drinking. Never had a thing for drinking. In fact, I don't even think I had my first real beer till, I don't know, 25 or something. I just didn't like drinking. Didn't enjoy it. Didn't find it as something that I wanted to do. I would drink a couple times. So like my early drinks were like amaretto sours whenever Nancy and I would go out because we were young, we were stupid. I would get amaretto sours or Red Bull vodkas was one that I would do. And getting the Red Bull vodka was always, a thing because it gave you energy and it gave you a buzz at the same time. So you could get to just keep going. But amaretto sours were my thing. And then slowly I developed into drinking beer very, very late, much later than most of the people. Then I liked wine for a bit. I never really got into any other type of alcohol. And then I discovered bourbon, which I like. And I started getting into scotch as well. So if Jefferson's Ocean is still around, when anyone is watching this video, you should definitely get Jefferson's Ocean. It's probably one of my favorites. Woodford Reserve is really good, but Jefferson's Ocean is really, really good. I really like it. Whistle Pig, very good. Bourbon as well. And Laprahog Scotch, 20-year. Very, very good Scotch. But yeah, just kind of a quick little history on my alcohol consumption. Yeah, nothing really crazy happened this week. I just I try to I keep trying to think of not really the purpose of these videos, because I know the purpose, but I think it would be cool to see these videos and see how long I'm able to keep these videos up for, and how long they're able to keep going into eternity. And sometimes I even worry about my own memory. So I'll give you an example. I was walking the dog Skittles with London and Reagan, and as we're walking, I had my phone. I was looking at something for work, and I was like, what am I doing? So I stopped. I started focusing on the girls, and I thought to myself, I was like, let me try to be in the moment, try to remember this moment. And I can honestly tell you that I'm almost positive that there were other instances where I've done that, and I can't remember the moments. So I start to get really worried. Do I have just, memory issues? Do I have, issues where maybe at some point in the future I have Alzheimer's? It's a scary thing. Does my memory start to break down at some point? And I just don't remember things. I just made fun of me this week or something. Yeah, it was this week, where I forgot something. I think it was like salt or something for, I think, making the bread. And I was like, fuck, I can't believe I forgot the salt or something like that. And she goes, you've done that a couple times already. Like, just forget something. I'm like, shit, you're right. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. So yeah, that's something that I worry about. Is my memory going to still be around in the future for me to be able to just remember basic shit? So, just a thought there. But I'm excited for Friday. Kind of have an idea of how we're all gonna do it. I rented a Porsche, so we're gonna have a Porsche when I'm there. Rented a really nice house with like a fire pit in the back, so hopefully it's not too cold that we can use the fire pit. But I think it'd be nice to kind of hang out in the back and just kind of talk around the fire pit and watch the fire. I'll have some drinks. Nick, you're 20, so you won't be having any drinks. But Charlie, you're 17, so you definitely won't be having any drinks. But I don't know. I just thinking it'd be really cool, because I know Nick's been up there for, alone basically for a year, and he's lonely and stuff, and it's just part of growing up, part of being a man. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. That's the video that I wanted to make tonight. I'm excited to be up there. I'm excited to take Charlie up there. Should be a fun trip. Just enjoying our time together, making some memories that you guys will probably remember. Hopefully we get to record it too, so that'd be fun. So we could record it and remember it. And then hopefully, I continue to make these videos and keep them going, and have more memories to share with you guys along the way. And I'll tell you guys about this video, and I'll send you out the playlist on a yearly basis. I think that's what I've decided. Every year I'll send you out the playlist. So I'll name this one 2023, Memories of Dad, or something, or Memories of the Past, or Thoughts on the Past. I haven't named it yet, but I'll send it to you guys out annually. But I'll talk to you guys about it today. Oh, this is a cool cup too. So you kids have probably seen me drink from this cup multiple times, but this is Dad Established 2003, when you were born, Nick. So it says Nicholas, it says Charlize, and then on the other side it says Reagan, Ryan and London. And you guys probably know this already, but for future generations, Ryann was our daughter that would have been born, but she unfortunately had, and just struggled with that this week. Someone had mentioned something about children passing, and she struggled with it a little bit. She got past it. A couple weeks ago was the would have been her due date, but it was Ryann would have been your other sister. She unfortunately had a genetic defect, or genetic abnormality rather, excuse me, that caused her to have what's called hydrops. Essentially what she had around her body was fluid. Fluid was around her neck, around her arms, around her fingers. I remember the ultrasound. And you can see it. You know, it's funny because before you guys are all born, I actually give you guys nicknames, believe it or not. Like London, you were my little lamb. Reagan, you were little bear. Nick, you were my little guy before you were born. Charlie, you were my little unicorn before you were born. I just kind of gave you guys these little nicknames. And Ryann was my little lion. And unfortunately, she didn't make it. And the weird thing is, you know, she had this fluid around her neck that basically just restricted her growth. She, you know, when we went to a specialist, she wasn't going to make it. That's basically what the doctor said to us. And it sucked, it hurt to hear that. And guess I'll talk about it again on another video, or talk about it on this one. But Jess and I did, for Reagan, we did a genetic test just to see, you know, the sex really, and it does like 3 other type of genetic tests. With Ryann, we did the same thing, and you know, we were super excited with Reagan. Like, we have a video on it and everything. In fact, I still have the video of Ryan's video because I recorded it on my phone. I've never showed it to Jess, but I recorded it on my phone. And you know, we thought we were going to be super excited on whether or not it was a girl or a boy, and ultimately it wasn't an exciting video. It showed a genetic abnormality, which typically is associated with Down syndrome, and we were like, okay, we're going to deal with that. That's not it's not the end of the world. But unfortunately, that developed into something much worse. So Jess went and got her ultrasound. She got an ultrasound, and then our doctor at the time, Dr. Ramirez, fantastic doctor, referred us to a specialist, and we went to the specialist. We had about 2 ultrasounds. Remember the first ultrasound that we had, we were just super sad because the doctor basically just told us she's like, she was 10 weeks, or 11 weeks, I think, 12 weeks, maybe 10 weeks. And she told us what she has is really rare, and she was a great doctor. She broke it down for us. She said what she has is very rare, but it's basically called hydrops, or a form of hydrops, where fluid builds up around the actual nervous system and outside of the skin, and it doesn't let her grow. It doesn't let anything, and it basically just chokes her off, and eventually she just dies. So we made what ultimately is one of the hardest decisions of our lives, because then on the second ultrasound, or maybe it was the third, on the second or third ultrasound, the doctor said, you know, that it's probably best to do a GNR, because she isn't going to make it. There was no chance of her making it. And she said it increased the risk of potentially Jess developing issues that she could pass as well if she tried to take it past the 20 weeks, which we didn't want. So ultimately we decided to have a DNR. So yeah, that would have been your sister, Ryann. So we didn't want to just forget about her. Like, I know probably some other folks do that. They never really honor. But we decided that wasn't who we wanted to be. So she's always going to be a part of the family. That's why you'll see butterflies, a little blue butterfly. And the butterfly is symbolic. So the symbolism with the butterfly is the day that we found out that she had high drops was for some reason that day and days after and after she passed, we just saw a lot of butterflies around. It's very weird. Like a lot, like abnormally a lot. Like this one butterfly just kept showing up after she passed. And we just associated the butterflies with Ryann. And then the month in October, when she would have been due, is blue. So I associated it with the blue butterfly. So eventually I'll get a tattoo on this forearm here whenever Jess is ready that will remember her. But that's who Ryann is. That's why she's on my cup. So whenever I'm drinking, whenever I'm having any sort of drinks in this cup, be it wine sometimes, be it bourbon, be it scotch, doesn't matter. Think of all of you guys. All right, think of Nick, the great things you're doing. Charlie, the great things you're doing. Such a great kid. You're both such great kids. Reagan, you're a great kid too. God, you did something so awesome this week. This week you were about to catch a tantrum, but instead you kind of just, Jess has been really good at this. I give her all the kudos in the world for this. But you're a very emotional kid, right? And with that emotion, sometimes you don't know how to control it, but with that emotion, you also know how to control it now. So Jess has actually worked on, your mom, Reagan, has helped you work on, gosh, such an amazing woman. She helped you work on breathing, counting to 4, and asking for something properly. And you did, it was something around dinner. It wasn't even that crazy, but it was something around dinner where you just kind of just controlled yourself. You said, okay, I need to calm down. I need to relax. This is what I'm doing. And I was just so proud of you. And I told you, I was like, you did so good. That was really good. But yeah, I think about you guys. I think about, London and that your goofy little smile sometimes and your little laugh. You do that sometimes. And I also think about, what life would have been like with Ryann, So that's it. So when you guys see me drink from this cup, it's me reflecting on my life, and just got me this cup. But reflecting on my life and how lucky I am to call you guys my kids. Yeah, that's it. All right, that's it. Love you guys. Didn't think this was gonna be emotional, but shit, got me. Love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.